Hey everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming and welcome back to all you LT gamers. Today, I'm taking a look at alternative games to Starfield. This is of course one of the most anticipated space games of the year. In fact, it's probably one of the most anticipated games of the year, full stop. I recently did a poll on the channel to see what list you wanted me to make, and Starfield alternatives beat out what I thought would be the winner, Star Trek games in 2023. However, here we are facing down the release of Starfield, and I myself am personally very excited to try the game. I've stayed away from a lot of the hype and the opinions, and I'm just going to try it for myself, and if it is a good game, I hope to make content for the channel. But in the meantime, you wanted Starfield alternatives, games that I love and games that I have played at length, so here they are. But before we jump in, make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're new here. Both me and Tom really appreciate it, and niche channels like us really need your support. The first entry on this list is probably the most unique and one you may not have heard of. It is Space Engine. It is the world's first science-based, photorealistic, interactive 3D planetarium. Try saying that fast. It models the entire universe using procedural generation for uncharted areas. The game is overwhelmingly positive on Steam, and I can only say during my time with this experience, it absolutely blew me away. I visited planets and suns and amazing things in the universe. This is truly an educational tool which anyone can enjoy. The ability to use the advanced search function to fly to any object in the known universe is absolutely crazy. I love this experience, and if you're looking for the exploration of the universe that Starfield brings in its own way, then Space Engine brings it home to our actual reality. A wonderful interactive experience, I can't recommend it enough. Next up on the list, I bring you the retro option, and that of course has to be Star Trek Bridge Commander. This game changed the trajectory of our channel and is one of the best space experiences I've ever had. Starfield brings with it brand new lore that you have to learn and immerse yourself in, and that can take time. However, sometimes I like to be in a universe that I already am familiar with, and the Star Trek universe is certainly one of those. The game was originally released all the way back in 2002 and is still one of the strongest Star Trek experiences today. It was recently re-released on GOG, so everyone has access to it. It has an excellent and immersive single-player campaign which includes the voice of Jean-Luc Picard. The game is also highly playable in 2023 thanks to the remastered mod which we have featured heavily on the channel. I encourage you to check those videos out. Coming next, we have Starship Simulator, and this is one of the most ambitious projects on the list. The game is still in very early development, but there is a demo available on Steam, and it will be free upon release. Essentially, you get to explore a scientifically accurate Milky Way galaxy and discover distant, uncharted worlds while having unrestricted access to every deck of your Magellan-class starship. You are able to interact with numerous fully simulated ship systems or simply relax in the bar and watch the stars drift by. Now, this is the most underdeveloped game on the list, but like I said, there is a demo you could try out on Steam, and I think when it is finished, if it is finished, it will become one of the best Starship games out there. Next up is Spacebourne 2, and this game really took me by surprise when it came into early access. We reviewed it on the channel, and it was an absolutely amazing experience by a solo developer. You embark on a journey to greatness across the galaxy, and this takes you into epic space combat, ground combat, and some unbelievable exploration and missions. The game is in constant development and has recently had AI interaction added into it. An extremely impressive project for only a modest price. This game really is the indie Starfield. Now, before we get to the top game on this list, and I will say it's in no particular order, however, there are some honourable mentions I'd like to make, and those games are Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky. In the case of Elite Dangerous, the game is extremely wide, but not particularly deep, and the recent additions did bring it down in my estimation. However, it still is a wonderfully massive experience. And then there is No Man's Sky, a game which upon release was a slight disappointment, but it wins the award for the most improved game. I will never forget the seamless transitions between the planet and space. It blew me away at the time, and it definitely warrants a mention on this list. And then finally, we come to the game which I think is the best overall space simulation experience out there. That game is X4 Foundations. The game brings out the most sophisticated universe simulation ever. You fly every ship, explore space, or manage an empire. You can trade, fight, build, and think. The game also, upon release, was a bit of a disappointment, but has improved massively throughout its development and has some great additional DLCs. This game continues to blow me away to this day. It's absolutely brilliant, incredibly immersive. Managing the Empire in this game is like no other. And for me, even after the release of Starfield, X4 will continue to be my go-to space simulation experience. Yes, it can be a little bit buggy and it has quite a few quirks which you need to get used to, but overall it is an absolute gem of a game. Do not let this one slip you by if you enjoy space simulations. So there we go, LT Gamers, that's my first actual list on the channel, so hopefully you like, comment and subscribe if you're new here. I really enjoyed it and hopefully you found some wonderful gaming experiences. I've been Luke from LT Gaming, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.